Governor Jim Pillen's administration has decided that Nebraska will be opting out of a new federal child nutrition program.
It would have provided millions of dollars in benefits for kids and their families struggling to put food on the table over the summer. This was first reported by Nebraska Examiner. The federal program offers an EBT card to children whose household income makes them eligible for free and reduced lunches. It would have cost the state $300,000 a year, but the state would have received an estimated $18 million in benefits in return.
Nebraska Appleseed projects that the program would have helped more than 150,000 kids across the state this summer. Now, we have reached out to the governor's office about this decision, but we haven't heard back yet.